What do you do when you see the horrors of the world? How do you respond? Hello, magnificent humans. My name is Marie Elise, and I wrote The Realm of Unity, which is a utopian fantasy or a guidebook home to yourself. And today I want to speak to you about how I respond when I see the horrors of the world. It can be very easy to get disheartened and depressed, despondent, and just want to hide under the covers when you see all the terrible things that are happening in the world. I've responded that way many times and just felt like I wanted to escape. In fact, I spent the majority of my life living in a state of depression to the point where I just wanted to escape. And it's not a great way to live. I can tell you it's not a fun place to be in. And it doesn't actually support the world to hide under the covers. We came here for a reason. I came here for a reason. And it took me many years to figure out what that reason was. And it was really only now in my 50s that I've started to uncover the reason that I'm here. And it all came in the form of a book. As I was spiraling down into a state of deep depression and asking, like, why am I here? What did I come here for? What is my purpose? And begging the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, for some answers. And what happened to me was a book dropped into my head, and it came so fast that I could not write fast enough. I had to tiptoe in the middle of the night and go and start typing, and then I had to download a voice to text transcription program and hit record as I drove back and forth to work in order to get my words onto the page. And what came out of me was this vision of a incredibly beautiful world, and it felt so true. It felt like a memory. It felt like remembering where we came from. It felt like an acknowledgement of something that had been buried deep in my heart. And as this book came through me, and as I started to put this information out into the world, I heard a voice that said, get this out into the world any way you can. And which is why I'm doing this utterly terrifying thing of making videos and putting myself out there and sharing this with you, because I want to see a more beautiful world. And when we see the horrors of the world, when I see the horrors of the world, some part of me understands that it's this way for a reason, that we have created this world. And I do know that we create our reality with our thoughts. And if you're here, you've probably heard that before. We create the reality with our thoughts. And I know that's sometimes that is hard to acknowledge or believe that we've created all this chaos with our thoughts. But on some level, the chaoticness, is that a word? The chaoticness within gets reflected like a mirror, like a big mirror to show us ourselves. And that doesn't mean that we are a being of darkness. No, it just means that we have chosen to see the darkness. And the way to unravel this darkness is to look within, bravely look within at the darkness inside. One of the things that I have started doing when I see the chaos in the world is I have started to do the Ho'onoponopono Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness. And it looks like this: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And this beautiful prayer is a way to acknowledge the unhealed wounds inside myself that have inadvertently hurt the world. This is not to bring shame or guilt. It is to acknowledge that on some level, we all contribute to the chaos in the world when we do not address the chaos that is happening inside ourselves. And so the task at hand is for us to look within and align with the deepest truth of our being and acknowledge the darkness that we have shoved down. Acknowledge the darkness that is in each and every one of us, the anger, the unhealed wounds, the hurt parts, the angry thoughts, the desire to harm. And I hear a lot like, we need to get rid of so and so. I want to kill da 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 that person, or that, this like desire to harm other people who we feel like deserve it, right? This is the mentality. And so basically what we're saying is that I believe that it is perfectly fine to harm other people who have harmed other people. And so then where does that cycle end? Right? Where does that cycle end? Because if we're responsible for harming that person who has harmed another person, then we have harmed somebody. Do you understand? This is how the cycle of violence gets perpetuated. And that doesn't mean we don't hold people accountable. We do. Everybody needs to be held accountable, including ourselves, and face the truth of our choices, right? We all have to face the truth of our choices. And so, but each and every one of us are only responsible for ourselves. So, again, how do we respond? What is the appropriate response? When we see something we do not like out there in the world, we can say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what I don't want. Because when we see what we do not want, it can help us know with absolute clarity what we do want, right? And so we can say, thank you. Thank you for showing me. Goodbye. I'm choosing something else. I'm choosing something new. I'm choosing a new reality. And say, thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I hope this was helpful. And I send you so much love.